Hey everyone, it's Matt. Paper stimulus checks. When are they going to arrive? That is the question that everybody is asking right now. That's what we're going to discuss in this video. So let's get into it. But hey, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. I am back multiple times every day as your daily advocate, doing everything I can to help you navigate this time and to make sure you're taking advantage of any benefits and money that you're possibly eligible for during this time. So if you like the sound of that, make sure to hit that subscribe button right below the video. If you're returning, welcome back. Nice to see you as always. Thank you so much for your continued loyal support here on the channel. Also, make sure to share this video or any of the other 750 videos here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media so we can help as many people as we possibly can during this time grab all those benefits and money. Now, one quick note. I know a lot of you probably think, hey, you say that same thing every time. You're right. I do say that in basically every one of my videos. Do you want to know why? Because there are so many benefits and so much free money right now. It's unbelievable, especially as we're looking at potentially another multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package coming within the next couple of weeks. Guess what that means? Trillions of dollars of free money. This is so important. We want to be on top of all this so that we can grab our slice of the pie. You know, I talked about this before in some of my videos. These stimulus packages, a lot of people call it pork. You know, like within the stimulus package, there's spending for this, spending for that, and then they fill it full of all of this other spending. They call it pork. Either way, my point is, within these stimulus packages, I like to call it crumbs, because that's basically what it comes out to is crumbs for us. But guess what? Within these trillions of dollars of stimulus bills, there is a lot of money on the table, and there's some of it available to us. We just need to know what to look for, and that's my mission here on the channel. So I know I say that in every video, like I want to help you, but truly I do. I want to look at all these benefits and help you grab the money that you have available to you. Trust me, it's there. We just need to figure out how to get it. It's free, and we know how to grab this money. That's what I want to do. So I know I say it in every one of my videos, but trust me, I want to help you grab the money. And it's unfortunate. A lot of times people don't even know what they're potentially even eligible to receive. So anyway, long story short, I want to help you out. There's free money out there, and I want to make sure it ends up in your pocket, right? That's why we are here. That's what I want to do for you. Anyway, let's talk about paper checks. Sorry about that. I digress for a minute, but I'm just trying to reiterate hey, I got you. I want to help you with this. Free money. Why not grab it, right? Everybody else is. Let's grab our share of the pie so we can grab some pie, like real pie that we can eat with the money. Anyway, paper checks. You want to know, when are we getting the paper checks? That's a really good question. So here's the deal. In the comments section on my last, multiple videos, I've seen so many comments of many of you saying, hey, I looked at the Get My Payment tool. It's telling me it was sent out on January 6th. Here we are, January 13th, and I don't have a payment. Where is it? What's going on? Is it lost? Did they not issue it? What is happening? Here's the deal with that. It's very slow. I've talked about this in many of my other videos. This is why you want to have direct deposit information on file with them. And I know a lot of you do, but for some unknown reason, they're sending you a paper check instead. But here's the deal. It takes a very, very long time for them to process these payments, package them up, send them out, and then for the transit time from when they actually send it out from wherever it was printed up and packaged until it actually arrives in your mailbox. So here's the deal. The IRS and Treasury say give it anywhere between 10 and 14 days, realistically 14 days. So January 6th was last Wednesday. That was 1 week ago from today. Today is January 13th when I'm recording this video. So that was only 1 week ago. So I know everybody wants their money and needs it right away, but it's still on its way. I mean, that's kind of the moral of the story. It is still in transit. I can pretty much guarantee it that it's still on its way to you. It would be nice if they supplied tracking numbers with this. I mean, realistically, wouldn't that be really nice so you could track the progress of this thing the whole way? Of course, they don't do that, but it certainly would be nice. Now, some of you do have that app where you can check in and it kind of scans your mail and you can see what's coming to you with about a day or two notice of what's coming to you. You can check that, but other than that, just continue watching your mailbox. That's about all we can do at this point. So I know it's real. I know it's not like the magical answer that everybody was looking for, like, where is it? But realistically, they say give it basically 2 weeks. Well, that would bring us until next Wednesday, January 20th. For some people. So again, it depends where the checks are sent from, and it depends where you're located in the country. Are you in a big city near where the checks are distributed? Are you in a rural area on the opposite side of the country? Of course, for the person in the rural area on the opposite side of the country, it's going to take a little bit longer to get to you, right? So another thing too, here we are, we're coming up on January 15th. So January 15th, the IRS and Treasury, they must distribute all of the stimulus checks that they're going to distribute by the end of the day, January 15th. It's a provision right there in the stimulus bill that they must do that. If you don't get your payment, well, again, if they send it out as a paper check that day, I mean, guess technically you could get it like 2 weeks later, but they need to have all those payments distributed by that day. If they don't, guess what the answer is then? Yep, the answer that nobody wants to hear, and that is you need to file a tax return. You know what? I mean, it's just like the distribution this time, right away, Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, was out like the Tuesday after the bill was signed and said, hey, checks are going to start hitting bank accounts tonight. And they did. 2 days later, 48 hours after the bill was signed, payments started hitting bank accounts in direct deposits. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked how fast that money started hitting accounts. And I thought, this is amazing. He followed through. He was actually right on with the distribution. That was great. But when it comes to the paper checks, I feel like, kind of like an epic fail. I mean, really, these should have been sent out and they should have been into the hands of the people a long time ago. I mean, a week ago, it should have been. Basically, they all should have gone out December 30th and then basically in your hands a week later. It's kind of where we stand. So also remember, I want to reiterate this. This is very important. They're sending out 8 million of these prepaid debit cards. So even if it says that you're getting like a paper check or whatever in your mailbox, just to be aware, it could also arrive as one of those prepaid debit cards. Apparently, the envelope is going to have the Treasury Department seal marked right on the outside of it because of the last fiasco they had sending those out earlier in 2020. A lot of people just thought it was junk mail, so they threw it away and then realized, whoops, I just threw away $1,200. That's not fun. So then you have to reissue the payment, and it's just a huge headache. So be very careful when you're scanning your mail. Remember, it could be a paper check. It could be a prepaid debit card. If you don't receive anything in the mail, then you might need to file a 2020 tax return. Again, that's the hard part. The hard part about that is it's like, at what point do you go ahead and file a 2020 tax return? You want your money as quickly as possible, but what happens if let's just say, for in theory, the paper check or the prepaid debit card is on its way to you, and you wait and wait and wait, and you're like, okay, it's not coming. I'm just going to go ahead and file a 2020 tax return. You file your return, you claim the recovery rebate credit, which is the credit there for the stimulus check, and all of a sudden it shows up in your mailbox as a check like a week after you submit your federal tax return, right? I mean, it's like, at what point do you wait, and then at what point do you file your tax return? That's kind of the hard part. I would feel like, realistically, like February 1st. But then at that point, it's like, okay, I waited 2 more weeks waiting for this thing to show up in my mailbox that never actually arrived. Now I need to file my tax return, and it's going to take another 2 weeks. Here we are sitting on mid-February by the time people are getting their payments. I mean, do you kind of understand what I'm saying? It's like, I guess what I'm saying is the unknown is not fun right now. Everybody needs this money right away. And I feel like it's really unfortunate and unfair to those people who are getting these payments and have to continue waiting when, the bill was signed almost 2.5 weeks ago, and over 100 million payments have been distributed, and now we're just waiting on the trickle of these last few to come in. So it's kind of how it happens with just about any of these things right now. It's the bulk goes out, and then there's always the people at the end who have to wait and wait and wait and wait, and it's just like, oh man, you got to be kidding me. Seriously, I wish there was something we could do about this, but this is about what we have. I know it's not exactly the answer you want to hear, but realistically, they tell us give it 2 weeks. So if you got a date, a package date or a ship date for the stimulus check, like the paper or prepaid debit card, as January 6th, the only thing we can do right now is just wait. I mean, seriously, that's the only thing we can do. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's all we got. I mean, really, that's all we can do is wait. scan your mail very, very closely. And hopefully, I mean, it should. If it says that it was sent out on January 6th, it should arrive. I mean, it's not a matter of, at this point, if it's going to arrive, it should. It's just a matter of when. So continue watching that. But either way, I'll keep you posted. We should be getting a lot of details regarding the new stimulus package tomorrow from Joe Biden. That's going to be a really big day. I'm excited to see what's in there, and I'm excited, well, like I said a few minutes ago, I'm excited to check out what kind of crumbs are in there that I can scoop up and hand out to all of you, as in information in these videos to help all of you grab your share of the trillions that will be printed up and sent out. So that's my dedication, and I'm going to stick to it. That is my dedication here. Also, side note, really quick, if you're still watching, I mean, honestly, I don't really know if anybody watches this long. It's usually, I don't know. If you're still hanging around, thanks for hanging with me. I really do appreciate it. But, I've seen a lot of comments down below of people asking, hey, can you start maybe implementing some like investing type videos, like talking about the stock market, investing in real estate, how to like expand your income, grow your income? Can you start doing some of that? My answer to that is yeah. I'm actually excited about that. Yeah. So I'll probably start doing a few of those videos here and there. But also, I'll continue to do all of these stimulus updates on a daily basis and help all of you through this time. So either way, long story short, paper checks, you can just got to keep waiting. That's all we can do. So I wish I had an influence on this, because there has to be a better way. This is 2021, with the technology we have today, there has to be a better way than waiting for paper to arrive in the mail. It just seems ridiculous. Either way, I'll help you out, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure to share the videos with your friends, family, social media, and the raccoon digging around in your garbage can right now. All right. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you later.